My safe space to talk shit. Welcome to my safe space. Hello world. This is your boy Crypto Bro. I haven't been here in 7 days. I haven't been here in 7 days, and it's been pretty well. It's been pretty cool being away and shit. Let's look at the weekly. What up, XENblocks mining? Or I'll show my face, but I gotta turn this music down. Shit. Man, my homie is doing something really cool today, and I wish I can go to the Hamptons. Instead, I'm stuck in Brooklyn. Shout out to Puffco. Big ups. Fuck. I am a real person. I am not a robot. Turn this music down just a little bit more. I guess nobody else is gonna show up. What's up, you guys? What in the fuck? Hello. Wait. Can we get the lighting better in this bitch or what? Like, can't wear a hat no more. Got the Zen crypto hat glistening off the light. Always. What's up, Frosty and Zen? What it do, guys? Today is August 15th, 2024. It is officially the 8th month and the halfway point. Here we are. Crybabies are crying still. The shillers are shilling still. And Zen is still inflating still. And yeah, man, I think it's an amazing time. What a fucking time to be alive. What a time to be here and in the know, in the middle of the quantum realm as it spins around you. You simply can just grab it and manipulate it if you feel. It's kind of cool. Let's talk about it. Yeah, man, so dang, fit it. Yeah, baby, got the fit it on. I'll be wearing this shit when I be working. I mean, I'm not going to be working at the cannabis shop anymore. So you had your chance to meet me and get some free shit. I gave the homie some. Actually, when I met up with Jack this past Friday, we just caught some Russian vodka with the friends. And yeah, I gave everybody that came there some free, what are these things? You guys ever seen these? The Mike Tyson gummies. Ever seen these before? What the fuck? This right here is A1 marketing right here. Tyson bites. Look at this. Look at that. Look at the packaging on this. The ear that bites back. But yeah, I gave some free edibles to the vibes, to the homies. Because I just had way too many things. But yeah, like, yeah, this past Friday, met up with the Jackster. We talked some shit. And, talking about Zen, talking about the future, and yeah, like, it's just kind of funny, you know. It's like, damn, everything in this reality is inflating. Shit, we just needed that Russia and vodka to keep inflating on the table. So there's good inflation and bad inflation. I'm learning this. If you've been following the stream of consciousness, I don't know which one, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, we've slowly been feeling this centralized feeling. I don't know what it is, why it's here now. Why do I care so much about this centralized area in crypto? I don't even know. But simply put, inflation, bro. Inflation is centralized. There can never, ever, ever be a decentralized inflation, except the ideology of fucking without a condom. See, if you fuck without a condom and bust a nut, there is a 50-50 chance a life might come out. Oh, inflation of existence might happen. You know, you could shoot a blank. She could be on the pill, you know. But that part right there, that type of inflation is how serious inflation is, that people try to act like this is something we can decentralize. I doubt it. I doubt inflation will ever be decentralized. And that's why, again, we like Zen. Because the way that it's distributed, the way it's created, It's the most fair that I've at least seen, right? The practice of turn existing value into a new checkpoint. How about that? We'll call it a checkpoint. You know when you're playing a racing game and you got to get to the checkpoint so you can add more time to your race. That's fucking Zen. It's going to have all these different checkpoints. It's up to you to figure it out. You know, how do you use your inflation, right? Because it's very decentralized, but I think, again, this is very complex because, again, I'm on this centralization tip. And I think centralization in Zen is now in those that believe in its distribution model. So if you truly understand how it works, you're technically part of this tiny bit of centralization because we're all on the same wavelength. So it's like we've come from a decentralized cut of the cloth, as some would say, but we're centralizing fairness in the value of Zen. So yeah, we're seeing a good inflation here, right? Inflation is good. Centralization is good if it comes from a good place and it's not, again, out here to demise you or put you in a position where you're swimming for your own, I don't know what the fuck you're swimming for. Shit, why the fuck you watching this, type vibe. And that's kind of where I am with Zen. Again, I think Zen is one of the most clear coins available on the market currently. But yes, it is subjective to some fair distribution, which means individuals that are creating the coin have an opportunity to sell the coin for profit, which you could partake in, right? But you're coming in, you're watching this right now, you're coming into Zen after 2 years worth of, well, not 2 years, we're almost to the 2-year mark. In binary, we would say this is pretty much 2 years. Once we get to the calendar 2 year in October, we really will be there. And last October, we were up here. So, we descended because there was nothing special happening all 23 to 24, right? Everyone's waiting for X1 chain. It's the speculation of Zen's usage. While there are people, again, speculating that Zen possibly is one of the most decentralized coins ever invented. And it's on Ethereum. And if ETH is going to stay relevant like they say it is, then Zen should as well. Simple math, right? So I'm rooting for Zen on Ethereum. I'm rooting for Zen on any ETH, but really I'm rooting for X1 chain, just like the rest of the people who are speculating, right? Dude, Zen is like a funny ass object because the reality of Zen is that there's a lot of people who like it, who really fuck with it, who understand how it works, but they're just goofy as shit and, they don't want to maxi it out. I don't know. Maybe I'm a fan. Freaky ass. I'm a 69. You can finish it. What's up, Crypto Craig? What up, Goonin? Hello there, Tree City West. Decentralized social security numbers. Yo, we're gonna need that's what I'm saying. Yesterday, bro, what the fuck is World Now? It's officially out. Your social security has been leaked. I mean, I'm sure everyone's social has been leaked, but maybe just not on this scale of leakage. And if it's all out there in the open, what the fuck does that even mean? I mean, I'm probably not the person that's gonna get jacked. I'm type walking existence anyways, and my social is not connected to my crypto wallet. Some, not all. And that's the centralization, decentralization, baby. Do you know how to deattach your social security number from your fucking crypto wallet? Hello, we're moving into the future. Yesterday, just another fucking crazy thing to put on the wall to point at later on and see it and tell people, see, I told you should have gotten into crypto. This was an example right here. They hacked you and you just let it just fly under your nose, right? And this is why, again, in Zen, we have this weird culture where some people are trying to keep, they're just trying to hold whatever the fuck they got left, I'm on the reverse. I'm not trying to hold anything together. I want this thing to collapse, right? And I think it is. I still think it is. I don't think, because I think who who's in most control if we take away all the layers is anyone who's mined the most. Right, that's the fair launch. The fair launch is if you can mine more than your neighbor, you have all right to sell the price down until new people show up. Right, and that's just crypto in general. It's just black and white in Zen, and it's a risk because if you didn't take basically that blue pill back here, then you're in search of that. You're in search of why is inflation always, why can't we get rid of it? And the cold answer is the community sells the coins. Duh. So no one's going to want to buy this thing. Like no one at all wants to buy Zen. That's why we're trading sideways, right? And we haven't yet introduced new people into the Zen world. And this is all on purpose. Like if you haven't caught on to it yet, like this is all on purpose. Right? I could talk about Zen in real world. Right, not on this fucking in between screen microphone technology shit, In IRL, I talk about Zen and it's high level. It's beyond the real world. This ain't no fucking ATM. I'm looking like Iron Man, bro. I'm Tony. Here, let me show you this thing real quick. Imagine me pulling up this on my device. And I'm like, yo, let me show you this thing real quick. And it's me, it's Crypto Bro IRL in the flesh, And I've just explained to you Zen and how we're on 13 different chains because we're creating our own blockchain, and we discovered there was a liquidity issue. Right? Ooh, what? This is how I be explaining Zen to people because it's true. Zen was created because there is a liquidity issue. That's another narrative you can add to the bottle of Zen, but it's one of the strongest ones that I like, which is when you look at the scale of what we connect our native coin to, there's actually not any general coin because that doesn't exist because you need a fair launch for a very general Walmart, Target, type coin, Macy's type coin, right? Something that people can use and go do other shit with, right? That's what I'm saying. Department stores have different products. Really think about this shit, all right? Put your thinking cap on. You go into a Target, you see all kinds of bullshit. We're going to the electronics, we're going to the plants, going to the books, okay? They give you the options, right? It's not a bodega, right? And that's kind of where we are in crypto as well. We don't have many projects that offer this idea that I can just step in and there's all this other crazy shit going on, right? So Zen is awesome, again, for being this peg or this pillar of liquidity, of opportunity, right? So you can see it here right now. If I go and say, all right, what's the number one traded coin of makers, right? That where it's people trading the coin. So let's go ahead. We on Dex Screener. We like Dex Screener. That's the one thing I'm gonna steal from the Donald. I like when he does that shit. When he says something and then he compliments it like that. We're on Dex Screener. We like Dex Screener. It's a really good spot. It's a really good service. There's some really good coins here, but we like it. Let's talk about it. What up, Quantum? What up, Jason? You're live. Yeah, I went live anyways. Fuck it. But yeah, so everything here, this is a narrative, but I think it's something to be studied. And I actually think it has relevance because, again, if we add more data behind this shit, it just gets more wacky, right? The wackiness is that people are always trading coins, right? And the biggest volume is always in the coins that are the most sacred, or not sacred, but the whole, in my opinion, the top coins that are being traded in volume, that's where everybody is, right? It's easy to see because it's decentralization. You can see where everybody is. So if I can hit volume and see everyone is trading this, but I just can do the next math, which is wrapped ETH. It's okay, I don't know what this is I don't know what this is, but it's Ethereum. That's all I see. It's ETH, right? We scroll down a little bit, number 11. I see another common coin, Chainlink. All right, so this is what I'm talking about when I mean by liquidity coin. There's a lot of chance going on, and most of the time it's a meme coin, like Mung coin. Now that looks very familiar because I'm a degen, right? I know what a meme is, so I know Mung coin. Outsiders don't know Moncoin, right? But they're going to learn about liquidity because they're going to want opportunity and they're going to get Moncoin, right? That's why it's up here in volume, in my personal opinion. That's just how I partake in memes. They're really good ways to kickstart liquidity. And if you got smart, intellectual people running the ship, it might stay around for a little bit, right? And that's the hardest thing in meme, is building a good team that you can run with so you guys can be a Moncoin, right? And have something that's just up that everybody in the here knows. We know Turbo too, which is the first AI coin, right? Oh, look at Titans up here. You guys are on the board. Number 27 in volume. Make it rip, bro. You got Pepe. This must be the real Pepe. Yeah, that's V2, that's V3. So you see what I mean? Like, this volume is, again, where people are because they're active on the chain. And that's good, right? Now we could go like to market cap and like look, or I guess liquidity would be better too. So you can see when we switch it up to liquidity, then we get again like what is the peg coin outside of ETH that people are into? So Mung is up here, Pepe is up here, Chainlink is up here, right? You got Banana, and there's probably some other things down here you can look at. Oh, we got Harry Potter, Obama, Inu, still living the dream, keeping their liquidity. That's awesome, Mega. But yeah, that's like a key point in decentralization. That in my opinion, again, like that's what Zen hasn't hacked yet. And it's all on purpose because we're building the chain, like the blockchain, which is going to change how my narrative just was delivered to you, right? I just delivered you a trust narrative based on motherfuckers making something people can get behind. Like it's easy to get behind Ethereum. So we're on ETH. Duh. It's like easy to get behind USDC. It's created by Circle, supported by Base. Duh. It's pegged to one. Duh. You know, and then so on and so on. Chainlink, old school coin is how it is, you know. And that's why I know some Mungians, I don't know what to call them. I know some people out there that fuck with that shit hard, bro. I'm not shilling. I'm just saying. And this on ETH. And it's like the Retardio. The OG Retardio. And that's what's so wild too. Yeah, man. If you're really in crypto, like, and you're on both sides, both tokens and NFTs, like, you know, right now, like, it's probably the best time to be swooping and scooping, especially if there's some more FUD on the horizon, which I do personally think as well. Here, let me bring up my Bitcoin chart, because Bitcoin rules the world. Don't forget that part. Bitcoin rules the world. Is your microphone working? What does it sound like? Am I too far away, or now am I too close? I took the week off to recharge my brain. Ooh. I'm back in to winkled condition. Welcome back, bro. Me too, dude. I was like, yo, I'm not gonna stream until I feel like it, and then today was the day. But I think my microphone is working. I think so. I think so. Let me know though. I have my fan. My fan is on full blast, so you might be hearing the fan. Fan got a remote. We in the future. Got that Dyson. Yeah. What up, Simple Waters? Oh man, my chain broke. I keep reaching for it. I got to get a new chain. See, I wish people thought like me sometimes, bro. Like, I'm over here having hella fun, right? Before we look at some serious shit, I decided to take on my inner Jack Levin, and I made a, fun, pump fun coin on Tron. It's called Tron Meow. And I made this photo with Grok. So a cute photo of a gray and white cat with a pink beanie and big blue green eyes about to meow. Meow with a cute cat. So I don't know. I made this shit. But what's funny is again, people soar away from how fun crypto is and how versatile it's going to, or how much versatility it'll bring to creativity. Because if you're really, really creative and you know about crypto and you know how to make that link, that bridge in between the real thing and the crypto thing, like you kind of become the, like, you know, the real wormhole in the situation. And it's fun, you know, to start building projects, knowing you can be that rail. And watching regulation, again, and this is why I'm pro centralization for the intelligence of the situation that we're in right now. No reason to speak in rhyme. That shit just came out that way. But yeah, we really want to make sure that like there is still ways for people to find, you know, this creativity, how to be creative. And right now, I'll be honest, man, Tron is honest as fuck, bro. Like this is people are just like, it's not like ignorance. Everyone's just really shooting their shot. They all must be from Asia, you know. That's kind of what I'm thinking. And it shows, like, again, where we are in crypto, like the regions, how people respect the technology, you know, what are the creative concepts, right? Special time. So, yo, SunPump, go look up Meow. Oops. Meow. Meow. Do you think XEN will remove 3 zeros this bull run? Look at all the Meow coins. I got one. Tron Meow. That's the one you want to fuck with. I got nothing, though. I bought like 10. But yeah, this is fire, bro. This is like Inscriptions 2.0 with better gas. You feel me? Like it's like, it's kind of crazy and fair too. Like what the fuck, bro? We've been living in a fair world since 22, and now fair is like fair launch platform. This is insane. Like it's like the reverse Mandela effect. Like how did we beat the curve? Right? Everyone said we were gonna miss the bull run, but we're so far ahead. Like when the bull run happens. And we just have to physically exist. Our bull run might be 10 times everybody else's. That's just how I'm thinking. And again, that's why it's like, it's funny in XEN right now, because you know that there's two sides to this table, where there's people who believe in how it works, and there's people who understand there's opportunity in what is next. You know, basically leeching onto these great ideas that we're building. And I think, again, that's a positive for builders in XEN, because that is a real user. The real user is so plugged in right now. It's ridiculous. It's so apparent. Like how much people hate XEN is kind of funny, because it's like their perception of it, but it works. You know, they can always give someone their antidote of like what XEN is. But when that person comes and crosses with me, or someone else, again, that's living off of the principal matter of fair distribution, right? From the chain, bitch. Like, it's not even like Tron, where I have to pay the Justin Sun, right? Justin Sun released this shit, bro. He made it so we can all make shit coins. You gotta love it. But it is 20 Tron. It is 20 Tron to launch a coin. Right? Tron, I think it's like 10 cents. Or some wild shit. You know, I think I got Tron up here. But yeah, so like that's what I mean. Like this is a very lucrative activity for everybody involved. But I'm only getting behind the ones that are attaching to chains with theory, and that's why SunPump makes sense for Justin Sun. Now all the fucking Tron dudes can send their Tron to Justin Sun, because everything's a rug, bro. Let me see. Why isn't this connected? Oh, because I got to sign in, huh? Right. Hear me do it on this side. Move faster. Pull up the TRX chart. Yeah, I was going to pull that up. Let me get into my Tron link. Actually, I've been in Tron since the good old days. That's how I met everybody in this space, pretty much. Because That's why Tron to me has a very close relationship of understanding how crypto works in the logistics of liquidity pools. Like Justin Sun really wrapped his own Bitcoin on a blockchain and people gathered behind him. Like, and now he has like a centralized and decentralized community. It's pretty fascinating, actually. Because, yeah, like, there's not many. Oh, what the fuck? Let me in. All right. I'm not like in any of my wallets. Hold up. But yeah, Justin Sun, he's a smart businessman. He's a smart businessman. And another thing about Justin Sun is he was the predecessor or whatever, the apprentice. He was the apprentice of the guy who started Alibaba. So his business philosophies are probably like, you know, out of this world type vibe. And that's why, again, I can understand like why USDT is using Tron. You know, why a lot of overseas relations are using Tron. You know, like that's when you know how deep the game is. And again, this dude, Justin Sun, forked Ethereum when no one else knew what to do. You know, no one really knew what to do. Like CZ made a centralized exchange. Justin Sun made a blockchain and received a ton of hate for it. Right. And I would also say he helped a lot of people miss a bull run because they believed in Tron. And still to this day, like, I still don't get it. I'm like, damn, motherfuckers still believe in Tron. Like, shout outs to them. They not like us, huh? That's the Tron. That's on Tron. They definitely not like us, is what they saying. And it's healthy, you know. But it's not. I don't think it's going to change the world, unfortunately. But I fucks with it, you know. I fucks with Justin Sun, but I just don't. You know, it's just not going to change the world. There's no way. Like, they went the stablecoin route, and that's going to be too hard to manifest in America. In America, yeah, you're going to be really dealing with people who, you know, where's my money come from type vibe. And I just don't think we're going to see USDT in America like that. I think USDC is great branding. And that's why, and I seen Circle, actually it was kind of funny, is an article came out today I saw all over X, but I can't find any source. But they're basically saying, like, now you'll be able to take Bitcoin at a POS system, right? But I just saw from the Circle Foundation, like the guy, the founder, he said that
Steamy J is in the house. I love that.
Steamy J is in the house. What up, Ordinal Revolution? The podcast. Just gonna search. What the fuck? Dude. Jack Ma, little butt boy, Justin Sun. Jack Ma. Oh, Jack Ma. I thought you were speaking in other language. But yeah, Jack Ma is that's what I'm saying though. Justin Sun is a smart businessman though. You know, like, it's crazy to even think that, like, in 2018, 17, like, people were trying to siphon funds out of Bitcoin and Ethereum or I should say the decentralization part, you know, because no one really knew how Tron worked. They just saw that it had cheaper fees, right? And I mean, it just copied the Solidity code base so developers could deploy on Tron. And it actually helped develop a lot of those external pieces. And it encouraged, I think, too, and inspired a lot of innovation in crypto, where you've seen like a KuCoin, for instance, like that exchange, and how they approach the game rather than Tron, right? KuCoin really approached it tight. I mean, they might have went the wrong direction with EOS. That's like that deep, we've been here type shit. But yeah, like a lot of cool shit that's led up to today, and like I could respect the SunPump. It's just bad for Tron. It's good and bad. It's good for Tron. Okay, see, the good thing in Tron right now is that there's a bunch of Tron getting locked up right now on these things. So if someone would have did it better, or if someone could make something better to make it so that there's a way to like, you see every market cap is $4,000 because everyone's just deploying their fucking shitcoin and no one's fucking jumping in because no one's on fucking Tron. Right? So it's essentially just locking up 20 Tron or however many Tron someone's willing to gamble, because some of these people I've seen been throwing thousands of Tron in and then they just rug it at a loss. I don't understand at all what is going on, you know? But with that behavior, it makes me question, like, you know, this may be really good for Tron in the future because it's an education thing, and Tron isn't focused again on educating their users. They want to give people features, right? They want to give Poloniex features. So if they can battle test this SunPump thing, they can just give this to exchanges in China and shit. And that right there, it speaks volume. It literally lets you know, like, we're in the token season. Like, Pump Fund, I think, is also trading. Oh, we can go to Dex Screener or Dex. There's another thing to see this, but there's a lot of data coming out right now showing, like, people want to interact with the chain, and they don't care that they're going for a loss because they're in my opinion, they're conscious, or their formality, right? Like where I'm feeling very comfortable, why I feel like I'm comfortable in this setting is all based on the native coin. That's right. So you have Solana people throwing Solana at bullshit because they fuck with Solana, and we're in a fucking bear market. But there's these people keeping it alive, right? It's just what it is. Just like in Zen, like, we're in a bear market, but there's people that still go, fuck it, I'm on a DCA schedule. Like, I'm buying $20 a day. And those tiny buys help create market, you know, value and shit like that. So I think, again, memes are important. I don't know what comes after this, but it's all adding up together. That, like, memes are just this new thing. We're going to have to give it a name. Can't just keep calling it a meme, yo. This is something else. And it's because, again, the users live in Solana, and they're okay with spending native on chance. And they'll keep doing this shit every day because the fees are low. And they'll make bullshit coins. And same with Tron. People, like, are going to do this with Tron. Tron actually isn't on here. Wow, that's crazy. Maybe Tron finally comes to Dex Screener. Wow, that'd be crazy. Yeah, I need to bring up DeFi Llama. What up, Lita? Lots of good shit going on, man. How can you not be bullish on crypto? Or, yeah, like, how can you not be like, oh shit, like, it's lit, you know, we in this mix now, you know? But see, this is a fact. Now, I don't know what's going on with that Bitcoin shit, and I don't like that one, actually. I saw here, I got to bring up that article too then. But yeah, basically, you're gonna see it. It's out there. People are saying, hey, Apple's gonna allow third-party apps to do payments with Bitcoins. I think that's a little vague. I think maybe what we're about to see once this gets polished, because if you really know what's going on, if you're in the fucking know, then you know that, like, truthfully, your device is a token to your brain, right? I mean, Tim Cook has said that your iPhone is an extension of your brain. I'm going to change extension to the word token, because extension, you know, has many bridges, and a token could be seen as a bridge, right, between you and your, you know, your crypto account, your, you know, whatever you want to say it is, you know. And that's why, in my personal opinion, tap pay Bitcoin makes no fucking sense, because how, if you know how POS works, do you refund someone Bitcoin? You know, it just sounds like people wouldn't choose to pay with Bitcoin because there'd be so many regulations or rules to buy. Because it's like, yo, if I take this Bitcoin from you, you're not getting it back. And I need you to sign, you know, it's like there's just going to be too many release forms to take a Bitcoin. I personally think Bitcoins will be tethered to stable coins, and the stable coin is what's the news. The stable coin is what's hot fire, right? Because that's like, oh shit, yeah, I'll turn my Bitcoins into USDC and I will spend that. That is a better user experience in general, because again, if I need a refund, you know, I'll be able to get my refund in the amount of sum, or in the sum of one. You feel me? It won't be like, oh shit, blah blah blah. And again, I think Bitcoin is a digital thing. You'll spend Bitcoin in the internet, maybe in the real world, but as a fandom type experience, to, you know, just be like, hey, I'm buying, like, I've already done it before. You know, you spend Bitcoin in the real world and then you just regret it. Like forever. You're like, damn, I really spent Bitcoin in the real world. Like, what the fuck? That shit doesn't live here. Like, why the fuck did I do that? You know? But USDC, this sounds great. And I think this is maybe where we're getting this information from right now. It's just coming from this. But this is the dude, Jeremy. He, as you can see, has a .eth and a .sol. Right? He's the co-founder and the CEO of Circle. Right. Let's put it all together. Tap, and he even went ahead and bolded this out. Motherfucker was sitting on a laptop, and he said, tap to pay using USDC on iPhones coming soon. Wallet devs start your engines. So this is the news. Not so much that Bitcoin shit. And you can see, like, that's why I'm like, man, we need to fucking dump already. Like the people who are trying to connect the dots now, like they're running on nitrous for real. Like they have no more oxygen because they're not, you know, again, following the most fairly launched crypto from the chain, right? No need for the Justin Sun mask or the moonshot mask, you know, or the pump fun mask. Zen comes straight from the fucking chain, bro. So it's a different fair launch that everybody's looking for, right? That's why I'm, in my opinion, I had left my little message here. I said, POS is so huge. We need this win for our industry, even if it's on a centralized level. Like, that's just the how it goes, you know? Satoshi invented Bitcoin to put in my opinion, a reference into reality. That's all it is. It's just a reference, dude. Bitcoin is a big reference. And people idolize that shit and put it above their head and shit, like it's a Bible. And I'm like, it is, but it's just a Bible, you know. Like it teaches you a lot of things, and you can recreate with the words or the plays that it's created. So again, these partnerships, this is what's really driving our industry and bringing in retail. Because if someone has to, you know, obtain some USDC, they're going to enter the space, right? And then they get to learn about Bitcoins, and then they get to learn about locking, right? Because once you get your Bitcoins, that's the best yield. The best yield will be staking those Bitcoins, and the better yield, right? Because you'll get some best yields, but the better yield will be on chain, right? And understanding, how do I take my Bitcoins from a centralized area and send it somewhere else? Okay, and that's kind of why, again, I honestly think Base is doing it right with teaching people how to leave the exchange. And notice how they're landing in a centralized layer 2 connected to ETH. Again, they're planting these walls, these gardens, like it's in our faces. And I don't see a better way really to, you know, get this to the masses than getting it to them in the form of a stable coin. And I know, like, every fucking decentralized person is gonna be like, oh, USDC centralized. Who fucking cares, bro? Life is centralized. Life isn't. You want decentralized life, bro? Shit gets scary. So I like this positivity. BitTorrent. Man, well, Justin Sun fucked up with BitTorrent. He kept trying. He just never. The problem with Justin Sun too is he's not a coder. He just has money, so he always comes late. And you don't ever want to follow someone who has the money because they're always gonna get the news late. They're never gonna get the news first because they're not in the fields or in the trenches to discover the news. Right? The news doesn't happen in the press. The news happened, and then they press that shit. Shit. But yeah, man. Somebody should have told him that. Should have advised him. Yo, Justin, follow your intuition, you dumbass. Hey, let's go to Solana. Or, I don't know, I guess I don't know how to see it. Let's look here. Actually, the markets are doing pretty good. Oh, look at Tron's up here. But Solana. If you haven't heard about what Jack's cooking, I guess we gotta go to Jack's page. Man, this shit is huge. Yeah, you see, this is really what it is. Is Apple opened up the idea for USDC, and these stupid bloggers are running with this theory that it's gonna be for Bitcoin. No, not at all, my friends. I mean, it can be. You could spend your Bitcoin, but like if I had a business and I was like taking Bitcoin, I would create a smart contract where if you needed to get your Bitcoin back, you're going to sign a term and conditions where you're not going to get your Bitcoin back. That's how all the exchanges would be. And it would probably be like a 2-minute exchange in IRL, because how could you create a process unless you're going to take the loss and give someone back Bitcoin? Because this shit wasn't what they wanted. Like, no. Right? Bitcoin swings and averages, you know. And that's another thing too. Like, what if you would need like a live updating menu where every time Bitcoin has a change in price, theoretically you need your shop to update the pricing as well. Right? You could never take a set amount for Bitcoin unless someone created an index on the average of Bitcoin's 24 average price. But then you wouldn't be trading Bitcoins, you'd be trading an index. That's why it's like, this shit don't make no fucking sense, man. Why are people so horny for this? This makes no sense. All the processes, bro, this is what I do, bro. I build processes, bro. Like that shit, I don't know. Whoever makes it, big up to you. Big up, but up. Stay awesome, says Dank. Thanks, bro. Oh yeah, he did work at BitTorrent too. Or Justin Sun did work at XRP. That's facts. But yeah, that's like the old school way of like if it all too. Everybody came from the same camp. Where does this dude at? Right here. I need to go to this guy's page. Take me here. Take me here. Nope. Twitter has like a weird placement. I guess I'm just gonna have to use the search bar. Thanks for the 5, dog. I'm trying to get these fools caught up. Yo, this bull run's gonna be funny though, cause I could feel it now. We'll see what Mike Tom has to say. Tron is being burnt every day, and it's down to what, 80 billion and close to it. So yeah, I'm definitely staking and holding for the long run, and I've been in Tron since 2018. Fuck yeah, dog. I know there's some Tron OGs out there. Well, you guys got Pump Fund now. It's just gonna be fun. Go pump my shit. Go pump my shit coin. I'll make shit coins on Tron because I got some Tron. There we go. God damn. What the fuck do I have open on my computer? Shit. Close it all. All right, there we go. Free up some bandwidth. Cool. All right. You guys want to talk about some X1 shit? So I don't know what I've been talking about for like the last hour. I just haven't streamed in a while, so I'm just vibing, talking. But yeah, when I was talking with Jack, he was trying to figure this shit out, essentially. But he's like, imagine having ETH, you don't know what to do with it. Native yield is too low. Imagine cross-chain delegating proof of stake right on Ethereum, where your ETH stake earns XEN native currency. Now, this is pretty funny because we're here now. We talked about this a long time ago, and this is already existent. And this theory that how do we solve liquidity, right? I think we've solved distribution. And again, I think XEN has one of the best models of distribution, but it does have a very bad liquidity model, right? The problem with XEN is that it's everywhere. And since it's everywhere, it's like obligated to, in my opinion, sample the old ideology of like, what do we do with this random crypto, right? We just bring a story to it and we pray it works, right? And luckily, again, XEN has a distribution model where if it catches enough narratives, catches enough attention, and catches some momentum, it's possible that it could explode like any other meme coin with no, again, no extra entity providing this this pump, right? Not to say rebuttal on the future, someone chops this up. Not to say somebody won't step in and start manipulating the price and throw it in the sky type shit. I don't know. That might happen. I don't fucking know. I'm not gonna fucking know, but I'm just saying in general, the organic growth using time, XEN is built to have that. Like, it does not need anybody to disrupt or, get included to, make sure it becomes deflationary. Like, it's built into the code. So since it has that, again, it brings up this theory of like, well, people can burn the XEN to get to X1 chain. So that's one way in, right? And one of the problems, again, in crypto is like this liquidity issue. Like, how do you pair coins so that you can, go to sleep and wake up and there's still coins there or there's still value there, right? I would say that's a big challenge in crypto no one's discovered yet. Not one person in this space and time in crypto has discovered how to keep liquidity in the pool, right? And I honestly think it's taking a lot of time for a lot of different reasons. And I think we're really close to an answer with the way XEN is set up. And if XEN fails, then that's just not the answer. It's going to be something else, right? But the XEN does have these characteristics, of creating a network, right? Like the web is already here in the form of the XEN coin, right? And as long as the XEN coin can bring psychological value to said chain with XEN on it, the XEN coin could help bring up all of its chains as people burn the coin for XEN, right? So this is why XEN is tight, and it has that distribution model, it has that amazing story, but it's not that amazing because it has friction, right? The friction is, well, I don't like XEN. I don't want to get into XEN, right? I don't want to see my coin go forever down. I don't trust Jack Levin. XEN's a scam, right? But I'm sitting with a bunch of Ethereum, right? Or a bunch of Solana. And I want to chance X1 chain, but I don't want to fucking touch XEN because XEN is bad, right? That's what this is introducing that no other chain I have. I mean, even going back and forth with Jack, I was trying to say, like, I've never seen anyone attempt to make what we were saying, which is like shared liquidity, or it would be shared or staked, shared liquidity. I don't know. There needs to be a name that's invented for it, because you're essentially taking native value from one side and applying that value to X1 chain in the form of a stake. And since you believe in ETH, and now you believe in this contract because it's going to yield you XN on X1, now it's like it's bringing that value there. As well as it's really cool the way that this is all being designed. And I think it's an amazing topic in crypto because, yeah, there's, again, everyone's in a silo and they're not trying to really work together. We're all trying to work behind Ethereum, right? Or we're trying to basket umbrella our existence under the native. Like I keep saying, like everyone's psychological survival is to stay in native. Like if this is death, you know, no one wants to leave out of the village, which is the native coin. So it all makes sense for people to stay in their villages, but look into the window of opportunity, right? Don't sell your coins. And this is awesome for crypto because, again, most projects release and they make people either bridge their value in, which essentially sells the coin, the old coin, for the new coin, right? Everything is released where you sell old coin for new coin. That's bad for liquidity because not all of it makes it to the other side. We've seen this multiple times. Look at Pulse Chain. Fuck. Not all of it made it to the other side. Same with Blast, right? And the idea of the user staying. Again, X1 security isn't going to be based on participation, right? It's based on mining. You need to be mining XENblocks. If you really want to participate in securing X1 chain and becoming a validator, you want to start with the blocks. But for everything else, in my opinion, that's why we can be more experimental because it has more versatility since it's just a token, since it's just an action, right? And these actions can be taken by the user in the agreement between smart contract or smart program. And that is what the value is, in my opinion. Knowing and seeing users show up and agree this is an action I want to do. I think that is huge. No one else is pushing that shit. And I've seen, we see it too, like in Zen, like with the Prime miner, for instance. People are really out here. They're mining like crazy. Like, I don't know, maybe they're using multiple miners or whatever. But this is a pretty fair way of distributing yield. I can't wait for X1 to be live and for the Prime miner to be live. And I hope Jack feels the need to drop it on Solana to introduce people from in Solana to X1. I think it's going to be great. Let's talk like Trump. I think it's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. Jack Teague's a great guy. And if he did that, this will be a great idea. So we should just keep it great. Let's keep it great. Stake my Zen, stay Zen. PLS has figured out a way to keep liquidity in the pools. I think they, but the how do I say this? PLS has figured out how to keep liquidity inside of Pulse chain, but they haven't figured out how to bring in liquidity. And that is where their weak point is compared to this suggestion. Pulse chain could do the same thing, but then you would come to the conclusion that it shares the Nakamoto consensus. So it might be a heavy load on distributing rewards for the contract that's going to give them out. So it might be too expensive to include other chains. And actually, Jack has said in the Telegram earlier, I'll bring up the Telegram real quick. He has said that he wants to include the EVMs later on once they have the accounting system. Because right now, X1 doesn't have EVM accounting. It will support EVM, but it needs it needs that accounting feature where you have accountability. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna have it though, because with the integration of XENblocks is gonna have it already has accounting with Ethereum's private keys, because the address, you need the private key for Ethereum to gain access to your XENblocks, you know, or at least I don't know how that's just gonna work. When we get there, we get there. But you're at some point you're gonna have to sign a key, and that key you're gonna need to have your Ethereum one to gain access on some side. I think it'll be like that's what we'll do. Like, we'll sign a key and we'll move over to like a or SVM architecture of the XEN coin, and then that's what will always continue to happen. And then, you know, maybe one day there's an accounting system where you can change it all or some shit. But for now, it'll be like hella hard coded into your crypto keys. But yeah, let me see here. Somebody was like, yeah, so like they're cooking this up, bro. Like this is happening. Jack's over here dropping the experiments, and he says, for now we'll set up a treasury program that will issue XN on X1 for Sol staked on Solana. That's cool. Yeah, somebody was like, what about other EVM native coins? And then Jack said, should work the same. The Oracle is all chain. So like in the Oracle of the code, they put all chain. So essentially, like, again, they just got to redeploy it, but it just has to be Solidity for EVM. But yeah, see, they're pursuing Solana first for accountability. Yeah. I don't know what else they're talking about. But they're going in. A lot of building happening right now. And I think this is pretty much the last step. So we had this conversation a long time ago, because when you look at Ethereum, one of the biggest liquidity pools in Ethereum is liquid staking. And that's basically what they're doing. They're building liquid staking between chains. So then this way you can participate in another chain because the other chain allows participation. You know, it's not like, again, it's not like Solana is giving X1 permission to do this. It's essentially the community setting up an access point between Solana users and X1 chain. And if Solana users see the value in the XN coin and they have some Solana sitting around, because again, Solana works best when people are staked, because then they can, you know, the network gets stronger as people stake, right? And there's an 8% yield, you know, annually for staking your Solana on Solana, right? And if Solana is saying they're going to be great, then we're linking our greatness to their greatness. And right now they have the spotlight, not X1 chain. Same goes for Ethereum, right? Same goes for Tron, you know, same goes for everything. Everything but X1 has a spotlight right now until something cool happens. And we don't know what that is, but we do know we have amazing technology that is giving people the platform to do something amazing, right? And that I think is the most important piece of this no value point. nothing makes sense in Zen. But yeah, it's that everyone wants an opportunity, and everything is being rolled out right now. Everything. Every coin has the same utility tools. The battle is in price, and the price is happening because of the network growth. Ethereum is losing network growth. Again, people are porting out of ETH and going to Solana. That's huge, right? They're printing USDC on Solana, which means app devs might be working in Rust. They might be working, you know, or they might be, again, they might be, you know, you see that tabloid USDC, it might not be Ethereum wallet developers. It could just be Solana wallet developers, because they just know that's the easiest UX, right? But this engine layer, the restaking, number 2 in liquidity in liquid staking on Ethereum. And it took a hit because, again, maybe it was before its time. I think it was a little bit before its time, right? You stake your coins to this and you get Ethereum restaking staking rewards. And this was awesome because it allowed people to create layer 2s and stake, like Blast, for instance. You would stake your ETH and gain ETH on Blast, but you would keep your ETH on ETH in the XEN layer. So the XEN layer has the 20 or like the 12 billion, value. This is the value, and it was redistributing tokens or tickets to like blast people to make them think that value was on blast, right? And that's kind of why blast fucking tanked, because everybody was like, oh, I don't fuck with this. And then they sold their blast coins, they unstaked, and now it's not a stable network. They need to move to a better network, right? So they're trying to build a blockchain now, right? So this is a good idea, but I do think that's the problem here, is that it relied too much on community trust, and that's too subjective, and that's great for crypto, but not for stability. We need objective concepts and stability that come from subjective analyzations and outcomes. And again, I think this can recover, but it's just recovering because people don't want to see it lose. If we take this technology and we use it, again, to bridge people's possible use case to a new chain, no one's coming out with this delivery right now. No one. Not any. There ain't no chain coming out with this delivery. Like, they could do it for Tron if they wanted to. Because Tron has staking, it's delegated staking, right? They could make a side chain. This is just hypothetical. They can make a side chain for L2 for Bitcoin, and then they can make it so like VMPX becomes that. Like they make the bridge for it now, because they set up this whole network of liquid staking from native coin to native coin. Oh God, yeah, it's gonna be tight, bro. It's gonna be really tight. But yeah, all this ideology is coming from the XEN layer, which was just for Ethereum and Ethereum layer 2s. Let's go to the website real quick. Let's see if they have any stats up there. Oh, Brian says, what about VMPX? But yeah, you see, that's how VMPX comes back into the conversation. It's like, oh, we already have that coin in Bitcoin world. Just someone spin up a fucking layer 2 and then just stake that in Bitcoin and create, right? Or you could just do Bitcoin. I mean, yeah, we gotta wait until, that's why we gotta wait until see the Solana model to see what A plus B equals C formula is, because it makes most sense in Solana because the fees are cheap. So fees being a problem, or fees being some reason why a move can't be made, is more of a, I guess, a backwards philosophy, and again, that's why I support the Solana movement, because it's just like, oh, you're moving forward a lot of the times in the conversations. Like, going backwards always makes you hit the notion of like, oh, we're gonna have to pay higher fees if people are, or if it's a bank run. Like, you can almost have a bank run on Solana if they had more staking. I mean, you could do it right now, but just when the chain gets congested, that's when no one can make a bank run, and that's why it's like the behavior of like Solana being a scam. It's too easy to call. Like, yo, that shit's a scam. It's just a scam, bro. So they don't have any data here. That's whack. I really wish they had oh, here we got some docs. Let's see. Let's go to learn. Research and academia. Gotta love academia. The stage 1 testnet. What's kind of crazy though? It's kind of crazy that we allowed academia to just release into decentralization world. And like, I mean, I'm not that YouTuber, but it is kind of crazy. We like just kind of let the YouTubers play quarterback for like the last 4 or 5 years, and we were like, that's pretty much why we're in this world we're in. I was also one of those people, but I've already detached from it, and I'm just watching other people keep that shit alive. I'm like, damn, because yeah, I'll go back and read some things, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, like this got way too much attention, and that's why it failed, because attention is mass adoption, right? Attention is everything. So if you bring a lot of attention to something that's not created for mass adoption, yet research and academia, like, of course the airdrop is going to fail because people wanted it to change their fucking life, right? And then you need to separate those two in decentralization, right? And that's why we go back to Zen. Zen has nothing included in it. No research, no academia, no decentralization, no centralization, no nothing. Just blockchain and gas. The end. And yeah, I think that's, again, that's the best way to do it. Everything else, that's why it failed. Too many high expectations. And then people don't want to go back and drink drink the water from that lake. They're like, fuck that shit. That shit tastes like ass. You know? So again, this is a very important rollout of connecting chain to chain and airdropping XN. Now, what I think will be very juicy is if we get narrative that this design is to make it so people have to stake a lot of Solana. Like, it's not like you stake one Sol and you get a good amount of XN. It's like you're bringing value to the pool, right? You're not just bringing, you're not just gonna come in with 0.05 Solana and think you're gonna change your life. Like, nah, I don't predict that will be the scenario here. And that's why I think this is bigger than it might be portrayed by some people who talk about it, because they'll think it's like that, like, oh, that's just gonna be a flip, when realistically it's a novel approach to bring all the chains together, and now each chain can work on whatever they need to work on, right? It's like, if you really want fast liquidity, or if you want that free broadband, you might want to get on the X1 chain, because everything else is expensive now. Not to say X1 is going to be cheap forever, but it could potentially see that narrative as it becomes realer. We can see that on CoinMarketCap. Like, a lot of these chains, like, to use are expensive. You're shit getting real. What up, Rolando? Attention is everything. And Xenobots, bitch. Bro, let's get into it. Well, yeah, attention, I mean, see, that's what people don't divide right now, is that the liquidity is nothing more than attention. TOV is nothing more than attention. The fucking CoinMarketCap is nothing more than attention. Pump fund values are nothing more than attention, because, again, you're probably leaving your coins behind, which is helping with liquidity. And same goes with Bitcoin. Bitcoin price is nothing more than attention. So if it goes down, so does everything else. Right? There's really no way to separate yourself from the reality of crypto being nothing more than an attention whore, than to step back and mine some Zen, bitch. Like, yeah, you mine some Zen. Attention is a fidget spinner. You're ever sitting by yourself in a corner, everyone's like, what the fuck is up with that person? You're like, yo, I'm mining Zen. We good. Don't worry. Y'all can stay stressed over there. But there's builders over here, so that's why it's not really stress. It's just the markets keep changing on people, and I'm sure they're getting fatigued. For it all to just go back to USDC, for real, like, I would be so fatigued as a developer. The next generation won't care, though, because they won't know it's going to be like that. Or, they're coming in when they come in. They have no clue right now that they're being set up to make apps for USDC. There's no clue. and that's why, again, I think it's important for builders and creatives to be positive about the outlook of the future, because it's not ours. Like, we live in the present and we see the future. We don't own that shit. So we might as well embrace it and try to bring it into existence as fast as possible, rather than stop it, right? That's why, again, I'm seeing it for what it is, and I think a lot of other people are too, and it's speeding up at the speed of light right now. And XRP is going to slowly fall out of here. Cardano too. Tron trying to come back up. Look at Tron go. But yeah, I also think, like, we're going to get off the narrative, like, that, like, Americans are afraid of crypto. I think Americans really want crypto, and it's going to come into existence in the next few weeks. I'm just kidding. Not weeks, but yeah, I think by next summer, you'll see a lot of places taking USDC. I think it will become a fad, or like we take PayPal thing. And then you'll probably see people trading it, because, again, if I'm a smart parent, I'm buying Bitcoin for the future. I'm buying Ethereum for the future. I'm buying Solana for the future. You know, I'm not playing with the present time. That's for the devs, right? So you're stacking for the future. So you're giving your kids, your grandkids, your, you know, later kin line, you're giving them these coins to use and turn into USDC, right? That's kind of like my philosophy on how we all funnel these coins into one coin that was never, ever thought about. Like, no one was thinking about this. And I still always wonder, why did Tether come around? And I still can't really find really valid reasons for it besides people wanted to trade in one, which makes a lot of sense. It's a very simple example or answer. People want to trade in one. So we peg one. We use math to keep this equilibrium on one. And we have yet to, you know, they have to keep printing to be on one, just like the Fed. And, you know, that's why it's like, man, like, what in the fuck did we do? I didn't do it. I'm just speaking for those in the present. What did we do? What have we done? Yeah. Hey, Bitcoin Cash, get lit. Caspa. Can't believe people still giving Caspa love, man. Just know XENblocks is on the horizon. Fuck, someone's tickling my leg. What about the MetaMask card? Oh, the MetaMask. Oh, you see, yeah, MetaMask. Bro, all that shit came out on the same day then. Or like throughout the week. So this is yeah. We live in a simulation. USD salesman, I can't wait. I'm late, but I'm still present. What up, Fernando? Let's become USDC salesman. Lols. Hey, bruv. Oh, 1 day ago. Okay. Yeah, MetaMask is the rollout of blockchain-based. See what I'm saying, man? Like, oh, fuck, bro. We're already here. You better be mining XEN. Shit. You better be mining. You better be understanding how to get this shit. Like, if you're stuck on stupid with the idea that you're going to buy your $1 million, you are behind. You are so behind. You're living in a fantasy. Man, if you're not getting involved right now, you are living in a fantasy. It's free. This is the freest it's ever been. Everyone's in Times Square. You might bump into Elon. You might share a shot of vodka with Jack Levitt on some fuck shit. On some, yo, I just got out of work. What y'all doing type shit. Like, love it, man. I love how natural the existence is coming in. And that's why, again, I feel very bad for people who are going to miss it. Truthfully miss it because they don't understand, like, this is a framework coming into life itself. You know, it's really that we are if you want to put it into a really broad aspect, we're making the GPT for finance, because everybody included right now, we're all putting our mind into this, and we'll die one day, and then there'll be other people who pick up where we left off with what we've left them, and it's gonna be way better, you know. So, yeah, this future is easy to see. And that's why, again, I think XEN plays such a huge role in decentralization, because you can teach people how to crypto at a low rate. You'll always be able to teach people how to crypto. And with the right people getting inspired, you know, this turns into a true canvas for many, many souls looking to discover and understand, like, how does crypto work? Because, again, it's currently coming at them in the form of corporation, and these corporations are trash because they don't have direction. They're just looking to scam you. Shout out to SunPump. Yes, scam. You know, they're not trying to get you to mine your value. Hey, little brother, go down into that cave down there and find a diamond. That's the XEN world. In the XEN world, you bump into somebody walking down the street and they be like, yo, they got some diamonds over in that cave over there, bro. I don't know why nobody's over there. The fuck, bro? I was over there hacking away. See you later. That's probably what it is. Yeah, we're like, we're for sure, if this is an IRL experience, we're for sure the rogue miners on the trail. They tell you like, oh, I just found some fucking gold over there. Maybe you might want to check out that side of the earth over there. I'm on my way though. I gotta go. You know, the prime miner is fun. Again, this is just finding prime numbers in a hash, just like XENblocks. But it's not like XENblocks, because XENblocks is finding a password that's been battle tested to be one of the best password processing scripts in the world. In the world. I just found a prime number. So this is fire. But you'll see up here, there's like a little battery. Once you find a prime number, you got to wait for your wallet. You got to wait 4 minutes for your wallet to charge up. After 4 minutes, you can mine again, and you don't use all of your points to try to find a prime number. And this is a fair piece of logic in the contract or in the program to make sure that there's always a fair amount of prime numbers that can be found. Because once you find one, you got to wait 4 minutes. So that's why this is counting down from 240. Because I need this to charge up. So you see it's already at 0.25. Man, this is fucking cool, bro. Fuck. People don't understand. They just want to get scammed. Everybody just wants to get scammed. I'm sold. They're like, nah, bro, you're scamming, bro. You're the one. You're the scammer. I'm like, man, I pay my taxes. Yes, I am being scammed. I'm not the scammer. I am being scammed just like you are. So let's talk about it, you know. And that's why, again, like XEN is going to continue to articulate on a higher level. A lot of these other coins, like, they're fucking retarded, and like the people behind them are like even retarder, you know. So like it has no purpose in the future. And I think that's why, again, we're not seeing many futuristic coins that you can put value into outside of the native coin. And that's just a dead giveaway. Like, everybody should be buying natives. I shouldn't have to give you the game on that. Like, you should go out and pick up, you know, a few of the big three. You can pick up anything. You're gonna fucking win. It's just like, how do you work for the network rather than the network work your ass, you know? And that's kind of where I'm at with it. Like, I would rather retire from crypto scanning and analyzation and just become crypto businessman. XEN might have these principles because, again, looking at how the world is working, people are going to want access. Imagine this. Imagine this, ladies and gentlemen. Here's some hopium. Here's a free idea. Let's go to the XEN world. We need to go to the real XEN chart. It's not the Ethereum one. That one's actually capped. It's popped. It's booty. The real XEN is fucking CB XEN or OP XEN. I'm gonna keep it G. Right? If you're not on these two chains, you're not doing it right. All right, you're stuck. You're stuck. All right, and trust me, ETH XEN will do amazing because a lot of people got Ethereum on the real chain. Right? Got to hit a disclaimer on that. On the real chain, they got Ethereum. But again, Base is building something here, and who's to say they won't move the ledger? And right now, essentially, someone could make a CB XEN pair with CB BTC. How? Tell me this, man. If Binance didn't have the B before Base, this would have just been Base. But instead, it took CB. I'm still trying to figure out how they knew, bro. How did they know to put CB? They could have put BS. They could. What the fuck? It's still blowing my mind. Like, how did they know to put CB XEN? It never made sense. And now we got CB. Again, we got CB BTC, and we got CB ETH. These are legit coins from Coinbase. It's the peg coins. that they're about to start doing. I don't know if these ones aren't the legit one. Okay, I shouldn't be I shouldn't be showing you these ones, but these are coming in. And I'm thinking this is I think this is an introduction to something different. I'm putting some hopium on it, you know, off the elbow. But again, everyone has to think about their future. Like, do they want to be stuck in the web of ETH, or maybe do they want to bring? I'm thinking, this is my thought. This is Crypto Bruh's thought. I'm thinking people have an advantage of taking DNA, right, and bringing that, you know, the sample of that DNA to their VC money. All right. We already saw this happen in decentralization, and what a shit show Pulse Chain is. All right, that's the decentralized version of someone trying to copy some shit and give it to the people. Right? Base is a mainstream fork of in front of our eyes. It is true. I actually believe they might run their own layer 1. And what if they copied the state and just ported it over and said, yo, fuck it, we're going to go this way and we're going to stay in Ethereum until we decide to make a native coin, or they can do whatever they want, you know? But again, XEN is a contract that is here now, and I think this is amazing. You know, it's an amazing coincidence is what I'm trying to get at. It's how in the fuck did they know to make a XEN to keep it relevant just in case they fork the state and move out, and like, you know, you got XEN, like you're in. And maybe like gas goes up a little bit because they have to leave this environment. I don't know what they're going to do, you know. I have no clue what the future is, but this is weird to me that they're bringing Bitcoin to base. And they're trying to, and that means this is serious. Because you don't want to bring it there and then cap it, or like say, oh, we don't want to do it no more. Like, that's working backwards. Like, once you open up that treasury or that vault that they're talking about, there's no going backwards. Like, you're doing something. And it raises the question, you know, like, do I leave my Bitcoins on ETH or do I leave my Bitcoins on Base that's trusted, that's going to be backed by a bank, basically? Because that's why what would be really sauced up by Coinbase, and I might be giving it away right now, but what would be really sauced up by Coinbase would be creating a blockchain and then lowering the risk of holding cryptos by having them on their chain. So then that way attackers would need to attack the chain rather than the centralized area. And that would be the most intuitive way to really corporatize the blockchain and get people involved and give them a piece of it. Essentially, it's like the same thing we're doing in X1, but it's just branded by Coinbase, right? Like, you can go buy the Coinbase stock or you can get involved in their blockchain. It's the same principles we're doing in Zen. We just know its base is Brian Armstrong rather than Zen, which is some pseudo anonymous action called time, space and time. And, you know, that's very, again, hypothetical, right? That's why analyzing base is huge right now, because it's not hypothetical. It's a fucking fact that they're moving this entity into something bigger. Yeah, I wish Zen wasn't so hypothetical, but yeah, once X1 is real, that's where they all go. Your Zen was made to be burned, you know, but until then, you know, it's very hypothetical. It's like, oh, maybe everybody will burn, maybe everybody will hold, you know, and that's why you can build this other narrative of like, hey, maybe people might see the value and want their CBZen to be involved with BTC, and maybe there's some sort of link liquidity that can happen there. And again, Base is doing really well. I don't know if I talked about this already, but it's doing really, really good. Again, if we look at the price per right now, it's mainly the Ethereum. So someone just pulled out of ETH, and that's all it really is. Like, when people take their Ethereum, we see some action. So you see this thing came down and touched the 72. I like the 200 and the 72 moving averages. But this one went down and perfectly created a bottom here. So I would love to see a rug pull, but I don't think honestly anybody has any CBZen to sell. As we can see from this chart on SunPump, a lot of the CBZen is in the staking contract. So you'll see here, like, as new CBZen is coming into liquid, people typically are putting it into staking. So now like the liquid supply, right, is moving pretty horizontally, because I think it's just confirmed, in my opinion, like everybody's waiting for the future and they have their own destinies, right? Again, some people are waiting for X1 chain. I think some people just want to be whales. I think some people want to be, you know, in base, and this is again a safe place to be in base. Like, you know, like again, if they fork the state, wow, you know, what a time, you know. That's why it's like, yo, what could happen next? That's like another, you know, personality type that's in this pool. And we can see again, people are making the XEN, but it's just not enough. Really, it's about staking, and most people are probably staking out. And I think that's the honest part of CB XEN right now, is you have a lot of people who believe in XEN there. It's just so apparent. Same with OP XEN, and the believing is just easy again because it's priced in ETH, which is the main token of all the tokens. So the speculation is more, much higher than you know, like a Binance version of XEN or a Polygon version of XEN, and so on and so on. Hamburgers. What's up, more crypto? Please, people unfortunately don't care about learning how to crypto. They want the number to go up. Yeah, that's like that's a small group though. Like I was saying, those statements are becoming finite. The louder statements are what I just showed about that guy Jared. Let me see if I can get back to that faster than ever. Yeah, like this right here, this is all we need to know that everything is good. Because it's no longer about the people. The developers are going to want, oh yeah, here's another stat on this. So look at Moonshot's revenue of people creating tokens. We're getting multiple parameters here that this could potentially be a really good way to make $1 million. Like if you never touched $1 million before and you're a developer, yo, you might want to fuck around and find out right now. Because it could potentially happen if you make something that's clonable, or you make something that people can get behind, and nobody knows what we're going to get behind. I saw a Bitcoin moonshot on a Bitcoin layer 2. Like, bruh, for real? Like, it's next. Like, we're next. We're already in this, like, it's next thing. So I think there's way too much money to be made for developers. And the way that the economy is going, I think a lot of smart devs will try to make scam apps where essentially, like I said, we live in a scam culture. So they could just think of something that's going to get you going. And then you just have to hold the ball up. Like the users have to do it. And, you know, they'll feed that to people as much as they can until they're fucking millionaires. Right? Like, why not make a bunch of USDC tap games on Solana now that people can use that to pay for things, you know, on PayPal or some shit? Like, there's just so many ways to leverage the attention play that Base is going to have. Like, why wouldn't you get involved? And that's why, again, like, I think the underground that we live in crypto is small. Most people have capitulated, and the only people around are just us that are here, you know? And that's what we haven't done. We all haven't come together, and or groups haven't come together. Like, you know, we like it's the whole kumbaya concept, but the forced part where it's like people are forced to be participants. I think we're almost there. That's kind of like the Jack Levin play that's happening right now. Like, he's forcing Solana people to get involved, and that's great for X1 because it makes everybody be like, yo, you know, I'm making this decision, and that builds consensus and network. And he's in person telling people how he's doing this, and they're all agreeing like, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. And again, it's about fees, right? So you can see here again, Moonshot's total revenue so far is 8,000 Solana. In the last 24 hours, they made 67 Solana. This is on the death right now of like people feeling like they've been too rugged because we haven't had any like innovation in token creation. I mean, there's only so much stuff you can do. You know, you can only make so many meow coins before you shot your shot at the word meow. And I think that's what's happening. It's just fatigue. There needs to be something new that comes out, something that's catchy, something that really gets people going. And maybe this is a sign. Maybe this is a sign that we're reaching a point of exhaustion, of a fatigue, and deving is really where the bread is, and where the devs are is where you're gonna find the most value. Yeah. So again, this is the huge news. The CEO from Circle is saying, "Yo, get ready. Not Bitcoin. It's USDC. All right, get ready." Bro, you put way too much stock in the Zen. How do you put stock in the Zen? Man, sometimes y'all be saying some shit I just do not understand. Maybe you just don't have the English for it or the right word. You mean I put too much time into Zen? You should be like, bro, you put too much time into Zen. Stock? What the fuck? I just mine this shit. I got $20, What is it? Like, fiat sucks, bro. Like, look, I can't do nothing with this right now. Like, I have $100 right now. Buy some Zen, but I can't do nothing with it because I can't put it through the fucking computer screen. Fiat is the worst versatile. This shit got no versatility. Shit don't even make people move around no more. But yeah, if I had more rails, I would definitely put more stock into Zen. But not right now. I'm waiting for everybody else to sell everything. That's why I'm like, yo, can y'all just sell y'all Zen already? Please, like, I don't have enough time in it. Send it to 0, please. Send it to 0. Oh yeah, nah, you can. They have Wrap BTC on Base, but Coinbase is gonna secure Bitcoin, so that's like different than Wrap BTC. That's like secured by Coinbase, which is gonna be like probably really insured by the government, and that's kind of why, again, I think they're cornering everybody, and no one's really paying attention to this. That like, what if like everybody has to go through Coinbase to get recovery, and what if they do really try to make it so like everyone gets scammed or some dumb shit? I don't know. Do whatever you want to do. Teach people however you want to teach everyone. I'm just thinking about like being Batman and having to save the world again because everybody wants to fucking gamble their USDC away. Right? So that's just how it is. Bro, you the CB exclusive executive. Yeah, man. Fuck yeah. That's what I'm doing. Yo, I mean, is my miner mining? Is my miner mining? Let's look at this real fast. Yeah, see, finally, Optimism Zen is getting some believers. Got too many hokey pokey Zenians over there. So I don't really like Optimism. Because we all know who owns all the fucking coins over there. And on Base, too. Jesus. But it's all good. We all get to play the base game. The Optimism game is being played right now, but that's why I don't want to dive in. I don't know about the water over there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's my swimming pool. But what is definitely base. But as I see more people stake and staking power becomes a thing over here, and I would love to see if somebody created a staking thing for Zen World and wanted to participate. So there's some moving pieces, but again, a lot of people are waiting on Jack to make a move. And I don't know if that's just human nature or if it's really just people want to copy Jack. I think that's kind of where I'm at with it. Remember, if you remember a while back, I used to say like, I actually think they made Zen I think the Zen popularity is all by accident. Because like they thought that this would be the best way to do it. And people kept feeding them ideas. And since they're devs, they've been able to create. And now it just makes a lot of sense because it is the way you should probably create a chain. from the user's standpoint, and there's only one opportunity to do this, and Zen just happened to, again, be in the right place at the right time and release the coins with the, you know, to the right people. And again, that's why I think right now we're living in another moment of like, oh, this all makes sense. We got to do it this way. You know, we can't do it the way we were going to do it before because that no longer makes sense. It's post-quantum or pre-quantum examples of our ideas now that we're here. You feel me? So yeah, please dump your fucking Zen already, like, dog. Fuck. It's like, it's the worst tug of war game ever. Where are the people at where it's like everyone has so much shit to talk about Zen, but it's caught a bottom. We're gonna see all these people celebrating with us in the future and shit. They're all gonna be hanging out. We're gonna be all pulling up to the events and, you know, high-fiving us. Somebody was like in the one of the chats, they were telling me they're gonna sell they got 1 million XENblocks, and they're gonna sell all their XENblocks when it goes live. And they were like, who's gonna sell first, right? And in my mind, I was just like, yo, does this person understand that that's like what we all want people to do? Like, it's really just out there right now. Like, yes, when XENblocks goes live, I would prefer everyone to sell everything they have so I can get a discount in the beginning rather than later. Yeah, it's like, yeah, please sell it all, you know? So it's funny how like we've even neutralized this theory of this old school pre-quantum, you know, or it's like a, you know, like a bully who doesn't update their bullying jokes or something. And they're like still stuck on like yo mama jokes when everybody's like moved to like much more, you know, hurtful jokes or something. That's kind of where a lot of it feels like in Zen, and all of it, like from XEN to Zen, just feels like really bad bully jokes. And I can't wait for them to get better or something. I don't know. Yo, your jokes is bad, man. Good game. But yeah, come on, man. Somebody dump this shit. Fuck. Let's see. Is this person a real dumper? I mean, it's $44,000 worth of volume. Like, why there's so many good principles here. Like this person is definitely daily trading this shit. Buy, sell. Explain to me why this person is doing this. Why is this happening? No one has answers because none of it makes sense. Zen to the moon, bitch. All right, I gotta go. I'm gonna go fucking I think I'm gonna go to Equinox right now, and maybe sign up for Equinox membership. I'm in a big debate. I gotta pick a new gym today, though. I can't keep going to this regular ass gym. I'm no longer regular. Hey, man. Stay real. I'm gonna see y'all probably next week. I don't know what's gonna happen in Zen this weekend, but X1 is definitely not coming out this weekend. So don't expect anything cool to happen. For all of those out there still holding Zen bags, just sell them. Oh yeah, tie it next to the moon. And then what else is that to say out there? Oh no, hold on, I got one more. Hey, man. What the fuck happened? Motherfuckers were trying to get me into this. I told y'all, I said I'm done with that shit. Now look at y'all. Same story, same glory. What the fuck happened here? Bro, y'all were dead ass shilling me Q at like $2,000. So that's why I didn't say nothing about this shit. Shout out to all those that were really believing in it. But it's the same thing. It's always the same thing. Also, Q is not a better letter than X. Duh. You should have known that. All right. It's not. No Q. There is no. I mean, BMWs do not have Qs. Okay. That's all I'm just trying to get out. Right. There's no Qs. The X's. But yeah, I'm sorry to all those that maybe got into this. I don't know. I didn't talk about it. So I didn't tell you to do it. But this is why I didn't tell anyone to do this. Because it's not like Zen. Everybody wants to be like Zen. Stop trying to be like Zen. You're never going to be like Zen. And that's why you're all mad and like trying to figure out how to be bullies, but you can't because you're bullying with like, you're basically a bully in a cheerleading outfit. It's like, I can't take this bully serious because they are just simply trying to make a reason out of delusion. Yeah, I think again, there's some other things at play, and don't let the OG siphon your cryptocurrencies. Like, duh, that's why I dipped on all of that dumb shit, because there's no reason to stay involved in groups that siphon your crypto. Like, why wouldn't you go put your crypto to work, bro? Like, for real, like with those that are working in the proof of work space, and the boring ones in crypto that kind of understand it. I think there's a gift in being in boring crypto. I find it really interesting. I think it's something you could keep studying, and I could talk about this shit all day long, but I get it. It's boring as fuck. You ain't got time for it. You got to get fast crypto, right? Looking for the next Ice Spice and that fast music shit. There's a lot of fast right now. Fast food, fast music, fast crypto, fast weed, fast entertainment. Fast. That's not speed, bro. Speed is on the chain. You know what I'm saying? Speed is in the nodes. And that's why I didn't drive anybody down this path. Now, I don't know what the fuck's going to happen because I'm no longer involved in the DXN thing. Like, I kind of gave up on DXN once Roz started being a weirdo. And like eliminating his ability to work with the Solana Foundation. That to me was just a very bad business move. And it kind of shows why like intuitively I've quit like DXN so many different times. I just think it's an unrecoverable network. Like thankfully your burn record is in the form of XN. And if you stayed loyal to Zen and the ideology of that it's here to be burned, like you'll get another opportunity. But to be honest, yeah, I think these motherfuckers are shot. I don't think it's ever gonna come back. This took a lot of liquidity out of this ecosystem. Like it did. It's bad. Brian is never coming out. Now I listened to the Rad Space yesterday, and I heard that he's trying to he basically said the same thing Jack just posted, where he was saying you can stake Q and you would get airdrops of their Tensor blockchain, which is very novel. But again, that's like you don't want to duct tape yourself on the Zen level, because Zen is never gonna be more than it's just hopium. Like XEN would be better, but it's obvious like they're not trying to build anymore for the Zen ecosystem. They're just trying to salvage what has been, what has happened. So, and more power to them. But honestly, I'm just like, yo, this shit is dead. Like, RIP. And this is a reflection of why like you got to really just bust a move and not follow the groups anymore. And I think, again, the Zen community is more of a mindset than it is a physical representation of a community. Like, you're not going to see a bunch of people waving Zen flags. You're just going to see a bunch of people practicing the right things. And they're going to say, I learned in Zen, like Zen taught me, like, or they bump heads because it's like, yeah, like I keep getting rugged. I got into Zen and it stopped rugging me, right? You can't get rugged in Zen. You can only rug yourself. And when it goes up, we'll have a lot of conversations with people as it has its volatility. And when we get there talking about why Zen is so fucking volatile. But right now, we don't need to be fast. Slow is totally fine. Right? So hopefully you don't need any more fucking wake-ups. Unless you still need them. And keep waking your ass up, I guess. Lay off the weed. Lay off the weeds, you fucking addicts. And just get into Zen and find peace. No hippie. No hippie. All right, just find peace, man. Shit. Damn, sit in silence, man. Peace out. Stop talking.